From Short Block Charlie's. I got a set of M-8 performance heads we've already ported here, and I'm getting ready to do a CNC valve job. We've installed new valve guides. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to ream the valve guides out. I recommend that you use Bolu for your lubrication for your reamer. These are an V&V carbide valve guide reamers. They're stepped so that when it presents itself to the valve guide, it centers itself. So we put this in here like this, and then we just go like this. We come on over here, we'll get this one. Okay, this is Charlie from Block Charlie's. We've got an M8 heads here that we ported, and we're going to be putting a 2mm. One of the most important things when we're doing a valve job and you're putting bigger valves in is the throat, which is the inside diameter of the throat of the valve seat, and the valve diameter. We want to have a ratio there. On 4-valve heads, the magic number seems to be around 89%. You never want to go over 94% on throat ratio. So what I wanted to show you here is the valve is 1.654, and if you take that times 89%, it's 1.474. So that's our throat ratio that we're trying to get here. So that's real important. 89% on 4-valve heads seems to be the magic number. I do a lot of metric motorcycle heads, the Honda heads, and this and that. And one of the things is I love to study what the manufacturers of these heads do, what their thoughts are on throat ratios. And most of the heads I'm seeing is 86, 87. Like I said, in performance, 89% seems to be the number. Okay, we're getting ready to cut the seat. I wanted to show you we can have the tool pass of how it's going to cut the seat and that. So the other thing I wanted to talk about here, because it's too noisy when the machine's running, is on designing an intake valve seat. There's a lot of talk on different speed forms and stuff about angles and radiuses. What we're finding out is a radius seat on the intake, if you on a flow bench, you'll see it gets some good numbers, but horsepower wise it's not that great. And what the consensus is now is to have angles. So as you can see, I've got angles here for brakes so that when the air comes up, it'll brake and go up. The other thing that's really important here is this top angle up here. This is we known as the critical angle. And back in the old days, it used to be 30 degrees, or I've seen them all the way down to 12 degrees. Now, to have the airflow, we want to see 35, 40s, right in that range right there. That's the seat contact area there, that yellow one right there. Okay, that's so you can see how it's done. Okay, we get the machine presented to the head. Now we pull the trigger over here, the lever on the left here. What it's doing now is auto centering. And now the cycle cuts are initiated. It's going to be 18 tool paths of cutting through there, like I showed you earlier on the earlier video, as it's cutting the seat. What's pretty neat about a new one machine is you can put any angle that you want. You have 99 segments into a valve seat if you wanted to put in there, and then you can also put different radiuses or Venturi seats with this, which is pretty amazing how this machine works and how it. I have to tell you, I used to run a form tool machine about 20 years ago. I had one of the first form tool machines, and it really takes an art to do a valve job. Now with the computer controls that we have, we can, again, you can put anything in there for a valve seat and get that throat ratio right on the money, like I showed you earlier here in the video. I'll pull this out so you can see. Can you do a close-up? Okay, that's it. Ready to cut the exhaust seat on our ported M8 heads. I wanted to show you here on the video screen. It's kind of interesting. I've designed a Venturi seat here, and the goal was, of course, is to get, we're putting a 1mm valve on the exhaust side here, and I wanted to get that throat ratio to the valve seat. So I've got it right there, but you see how we've curved it around here? Let me get out of here and I'll show you the tool pass and how this is going to work. So you see the tool pass, how it's going to go around and come up and cut the seat like that. So it's got a radius and it's going back this way, so that when the air comes out, when the piston's pushing up and the valve's coming down, it's going to push that air out as quick as possible. I'm running a 38-degree critical angle up here on the top. Okay, now, okay, I've already cut one here. I'm going to get ready to cut another one here. I just wanted to show you how we dug in there. I mean, if you can zoom in there, it'd be great, so you can see how we've done. And now we'll cut this seat. Okay. We're going to cut her right now. Okay. Here we go. Come right here, you can see it. I'd like to see one of you guys with a form tool machine cut a valve seat like this. It could be done if you take and put a new seat in and cut on the back side of it and then present in there, but as I showed you earlier, it's a reversed radius. It's designed to be a Venturi to really pick up some airflow when it comes to escape the gas on the exhaust stroke. It's a compound radius that we've got on there. This is our final cut. Okay, there it is again. You can zoom in. All right.